Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ayaan, Qureshi, and today I'll be talking about the story of the Hijrah, also known as the migration to Madinah, which was a key event in Islamic history. This event also marks the start of the Islamic calendar, which begins with the first day on Muharram, representing the migration of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to Madinah. The Hijrah happened in the year 622 when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his followers, under order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, started a difficult journey to escape persecution in Makkah. In Makkah, they suffered from oppression from the Qureshi tribe, who held a dominant position in the city and viewed Islam as a challenge to their beliefs. The early Muslims had difficulties during this period. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam continued to spread the message of Islam in Makkah, but the situation grew more and more dire. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instructed Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to migrate to Madinah. On the night of his departure, Prophet Muhammad's house was attacked by men of the Quraysh. It is said that when Prophet Muhammad emerged from his house, he recited a verse from the Quran and threw a handful of dust in the direction of the attackers, which prevented them from seeing him. When the Quraysh learned of Muhammad's escape, they announced a large reward for bringing him back, dead or alive, and the people scattered in all directions to find him. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam started to take a long journey to Medina. The difficult journey to migrate from Mecca to Medina presented multiple challenges for the early Muslims. They had to survive the harsh desert climate, constant threats of enemy attacks, and have limited resources. However, their determination and faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helped them to successfully reach Medina, where they were welcomed by the local community. In Medina, the Muslims had an opportunity to establish a community, setting a significant part in Islamic history. The Hijrah marked the migration of early Muslim community from a state of persecution. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam returned to Makkah a few years later with his followers, and gradually the entire city welcomed and accepted Islam. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam removed the idols from the Kaaba and dedicated it to the worship of Allah. In conclusion, the Hijrah, or migration to Medina, is a significant event that represents an important turning point in Islamic history. It signifies the migration of early Muslims to escape persecution and establish a community in Medina. It also marks the start of the Islamic calendar. Thank you for listening to my speech.